Time Out Podcast. The Time Out Podcast. Oh, this the Time Out Podcast. This the Time Out Podcast.
What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Time Out Podcast. It's your boy Nick, Steve,
What's up?
and guys, we have another special guest for you today. And it is our first female guest. We have the pleasure of welcoming to the show a two-time CACC champion, a first-team All-CACC member, and a 1,000-point scorer for Dominican, a Rockland County native, and of course, a dear friend of mine, Tanasha Mills. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
See, Millie, how we doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, man. You know, before we even get going, before we even get into how you're really doing.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask you, since you went to school with our boy Nick here, were you part of the class that started calling him Crampy by any chance?
No.
Oh, wait.
No, I wasn't.
I don't think she wasn't
No.
there yet.
I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't there for the story
I
of
think
Crampy?
I came a year later, right?
Yeah, two.
Do you know the story behind Crampy though?
Yeah.
Would you likely, elaborate on the Crampy story?
It was at practice, right?
Yeah.
And they was practicing outside, and it was like hot or whatever.
yeah.
And you was dehydrated.
Yeah.
And they was going up and down, and he had cramped up in the middle of the practice. Like his whole body just cramped
Full
up.
body sprints, bro. Yo, that shit.
Drink your water,
before
kids.
field sprint, bro, I had to create like dead ass. Like I ain't with none of that, but like my fingers was doing signs that they not supposed to be doing. My toes was it was crazy. Like I couldn't even walk. But yeah, for y'all that don't know, in my undergrad years, my name was Crampy. But before we even get started, we always like to get to it. We like to always start with a game.
Okay.
To get you a little comfortable.
Okay.
So today's game we're gonna start with is gonna be a version of this or that.
All right.
But it's gonna be a women's basketball edition. So you have to pick one or the other.
Okay.
So Steve,
So
take
the first
it away.
one, these are some goats right here. Diana Taurasi or Maya Moore?
I'll pick Amaya Moore.
Maya Moore,
I love the
okay.
pick. Love
Candace
the pick.
Parker or Brianna Stewart?
Candace Parker.
Candace, okay. Juju or Paige?
Ooh.
Juju or Paige.
I'm picking Juju.
Juju.
That ass.
I'm picking Juju.
I could hear that. I
Okay.
could hear that.
Sue or Skylar?
Skylar. It's not
Really?
gonna lie. Yeah.
You think Skylar Diggins is better than Sue Bird?
I feel like Skylar Diggins is not gonna lose.
Okay. Or maybe you like her better.
I do,
Okay.
but she's not gonna lose.
All right, that's fair.
Okay. Lonescu or Enrique?
Enrique.
Enrique? Oof. Any comment? No? I'm jacking. Okay. This one, I love both of these athletes. Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark? But I think we know the answer. But listen, for the people, for the culture, we can go which one?
I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a battle, but Caitlin Clark might get that one.
Caitlin Clark. Okay.
Yeah.
Angel, we still fuck with you.
I mess with Angel Reese. I'm not gonna lie, I do. But
No, the game
yeah,
speaks.
yeah.
Caitlin
We all
is.
fuck with Angel Reese. But
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah.
if we being honest.
If we're being honest here,
we're being honest.
Caitlin is different.
Yeah,
she's different. Yeah.
Caitlin's
yeah.
different.
All right. Now this next game is another. Well, this is another version of this or that. But keep in mind what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2010s edition. 2010s decade edition.
Okay.
And it's gonna be artists who you prefer. Well,
Okay.
who you this or that, right?
Okay. Yeah.
2010s.
Yeah.
All right. Drake or Kendrick?
That's you can't start off with that.
You
one.
can't start off.
You
Why
can't.
you start off with that one though?
Because
Like,
y'all don't know why I
come
started
on.
off with that one.
You gotta ease it in, man.
Nah, Drake or
I'm
Kendrick.
not gonna lie, Kendrick be dissing him though.
No,
So,
but,
like,
but this is
2010s. So you got to
so
think
this
about
is
like high
2010s
school,
though.
Drake.
middle school.
So Drake.
Drake.
Okay.
Kiki.
Oh, no, don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again.
No karaoke
Okay.
tonight then.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Yeah,
Come
there's-
on.
yeah.
Come on.
Travis Scott.
Super bass boom ba boom.
Steve.
I thought. My bad.
Steve. Travis.
Right,
This nigga get too excited. Like Travis.
I'm good.
Travis Scott or Future?
That's hard. Future.
Travis had a good.
Future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Future definitely. Yeah.
I don't think it's definite.
I think it's.
Travis was crazy.
Travis
Travis
had a great
was.
end of the year.
Yeah.
And
And yeah.
I
end of
feel
the
like
decade.
he could get the crowd moving for
Yeah.
Future's like.
But Future's like,
just,
like
he's a staple at this point.
now this one, I know this is gonna mean a lot to you. A Boogie
Oh my gosh.
or PNB Rock?
Ooh. Why you do that one?
A Boogie or PNB Rock?
Why you do that one though?
That's a good one.
I'm not gonna lie, A Boogie's my favorite artist, but like PNB Rock got it. Like
PNB.
PNB.
You
he
chose
got it
PNB?
for no. I
About to
didn't.
say.
I didn't. PNB Rock, like he's good, but A Boogie's my man for real. So
Okay. A Boogie. I mean, shout out A
Boogie.
Boogie.
he my man for
Shout
real.
out A Boogie.
Shout out A Boogie. Shout out A Boogie.
You sticking with that pick?
Yeah. In
A
2010,
Boogie.
yeah. They was really
Yeah.
right there though. Like they was,
It was close. It was
for real. Like you, yeah.
Yeah.
But A Boogie was like he got me in my bag.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in my bag.
Yeah, I felt
DTB
that.
for life.
I-
Like,
Shout out to the ladies that fuck with A Boogie, man. Y'all seem to got deep problems.
So
A little bit about you. You were an all-state selection in high school for basketball, right? So like clearly you were good, right? So like where did that all start? Like where did this basketball background come
like
from?
from the beginning.
Yeah.
the
How'd you get into it?
The East Rample days. Don't forget to
So
mention
I
that.
have 4 older brothers.
East Rample. we promoting East Rample OD on this show next.
So I have 4 older brothers, right? And they all play ball. Like I have one sister, and like she just wasn't really like into sports for real.
Okay.
But my brothers were, and I see that like my parents and my grandparents was like into them like with sports and stuff. So I'm like, hey, like I want to play sports too. Like I asked my parents, like, can I play soccer, gymnastics? Like, can I do anything? Like, no. All right, what about basketball? Cause like my whole family played basketball.
Yeah. What you gotta tell me now?
And my
Soccer's the
mom,
right
my
sport.
mom dead said like, no, you can't play basketball. Like, I'm not signing you up. I'm not doing this, not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So one year, my brother, my closest brother, he was gonna go play CYO at St. Augustine's in New City. And I was gonna go with my dad, and my mom was like, the last thing she said when we left the house to my dad, don't sign her up for basketball. Like, don't do it. And what my dad do?
Sign you up for
Sign me
basketball.
up. So that's where it all started.
Dads
So what
don't listen
age
sometimes.
about is that? Would you say?
4th grade.
So is that like
So,
9?
Once
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
Lime Kiln
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
Lime
yeah.
Kiln
I
days.
started in 4th grade. Yeah.
Lime Kiln days. ERCSD.
Nigga, man.
Not yeah.
So
That's where I
now, okay, 4th grade, you're developing as a basketball player, okay. So now, like, now going into middle school, into high school, like, when do you feel like maybe there's a little bit more something special in you versus
Oh, I
like,
already
just
knew
being
it. Like
an
when I
athlete,
first started, like I already knew
You
I was
already knew
gonna
you
be
was
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause
Wait.
like I said, I have 4 older brothers, and I knew like my brothers was tough, so it's like I know I'm gonna be good. And my dad, he was like always on my, on my back. Like you got to do this. Like if you want to be the best, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. Like you got to do what you got to do.
Question: did your older brothers ever take it easy on you or light?
No.
So they're always going
No.
hard.
Every time we played outside, I will come into the house crying to my mom like, Jalen beat me. Like he won't let me win. Like I can't get a shot off. Like all that stuff. So yeah, they didn't take it easy on me.
But what
you
kept you
appreciate-
going then after all the tear ups and the crying?
I'm not gonna lie, my grandma.
Really?
Yeah, cause like both of them on my mom and dad's side, like they would both go to their games and like they would give them money if they're doing good. So I'm like, hey, like I want some money. Like I want y'all to come to my games and like see what I could do for real. So yeah.
Okay.
But like, wait, by money you mean like $100
Like,
or
if
like
you
$5?
score-
Little kid, bro.
If you score a certain amount of points, like you're
Listen,
gonna
the
get a
economy
certain
now is
amount.
different.
Like,
Yeah, the economy now is different. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Like, what are we really expecting for a 9-year-old? I don't know.
The NIL deals
Nah.
right there.
I don't think that was a thing.
For real.
I'm pretty sure like you could give her, I don't know, a cupcake and she'll be okay.
Like, go $5.
Yeah, $5. Go get a honey bun and
No,
a
for
spray.
real.
I don't know.
$5 back
Bag of
then.
chips.
It would though.
Yo.
$5 was a lot back then. Like
$5, you can get a whole
$5
meal.
was dead a lot
Bruh,
back then.
You got the
I don't know if y'all know, but the Chinese food used to sell chicken wings each $1.
yeah.
No,
So,
yeah,
like, you
yeah,
go to the-
yeah.
yo,
A lunch special was like $8. Like
Nice little
$5 is legit.
Could get you a bev. Could get you a decent meal.
Decent
a
meal.
decent meal, man, for $5.
I felt that.
Now
shoot, even in Limekiln with the when they had the bookstore.
Yeah.
Like,
we went a little bit.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
ERCSD once again.
Wait. You gotta tell the people what that means, though.
East Randolph Central School District. I think I said that.
You said East Randolph.
Oh, I did. Okay.
But
Yeah.
okay, so so now you get to Albertus, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, why Albertus? You were in East Ramapo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Steve's pro East Ramapo. So like,
Very.
how do you explain like going to East Ramapo public school your whole life to now you get to high school? Now all of a sudden you're in private school.
Okay, so so my mom, she sent my last brother to Don Bosco,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm 4 years behind him.
Mhm.
So after she sent him to Bosco, she was like, all right, like, you're not staying in East Ramapo.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, they know, like, I was good at basketball, but they knew that I wasn't going to get, like, the exposure if I
Yeah.
would have went to Ramapo.
Yeah.
So...
You ain't wrong.
Wait. We're working on that.
So I took the test for like multiple schools like IHA, AHA. I even took a test
there's
for
a private school test.
Yeah,
Yo, I
yeah,
dead took it, yo.
yeah.
You gotta be smart.
I even
Not
took a
really,
test
no.
for like a boarding school, all that.
Okay.
And since I started playing basketball like way back in 4th grade,
Mm-hmm.
Albertus always had a basketball camp. So I went every year.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Buckley,
Mm-hmm.
the best coach in Rockland, not gonna lie, for
Coach
women's
Buckley.
basketball.
Shout out Coach Buckley.
He was the best coach, and I'm like, I want to play for him. Like, I don't want to go nowhere else. Like, I knew since like I started middle school, I knew that's where I wanted to go to play with him,
Okay.
like play for him.
Yeah.
So after I took the test and I got into Albertus, I'm like, I'm going to Albertus. Like,
And the rest is history.
that's it. Yeah.
So now you get to Albertus. What was that experience like? Like, was Albertus good? Was Albertus well? Let's start like
Basketball.
You want to start basketball?
Go back. Wait,
I was gonna say socially. Like socially, it's an adjustment too
Soci-
because
yes,
you're
yes.
from East Ramapo.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
for
yeah.
for the crowd that don't understand the difference, like East Ramapo is a predominantly Black Hispanic
Yeah.
school district.
And
Albertus is
Albertus
a predominantly white private school. So obviously it's an adjustment. I actually went through something similar. I went to private school, kindergarten through 6, and then I went to East Ramapo. So I can kind of relate to like it'd be a little.
Shoot.
It was a little hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. Like
Yeah.
I didn't have none of my friends with me.
Yeah.
But a couple of kids from Pomona actually went to Albertus too. So I knew like a couple of people.
Yeah, a bunch
But
of
it
them transferred
wasn't
over
like
too.
I wasn't with my people for
Your
real.
main people, yeah.
So like it was hard. But I also knew somebody on the boys basketball team who was really close with my brother. So like he was like an older brother to look up to and
Yeah.
like who guided me through the school for real.
Yeah.
So like I would say he helped me a lot, but making new friends and all that stuff, it was a little difficult.
Yeah.
But I told myself like once the basketball season started, like I'm gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I knew I was the best for real. So
Okay.
I knew
So-
that like I was gonna be comfortable.
What was that first practice like?
It was hard. I was the only freshman.
You
Yeah,
were
on
varsity as a
varsity.
freshman?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was the only
So
freshman.
maybe you actually were good.
I could relate.
Yeah.
I could relate. You know, I
It was
freshman.
hard. And then adapting to like a new basketball team.
Wait.
She ain't pee what I said side.
Adapting to a new basketball team and like a new coaching staff, it was a little hard, but it wasn't like nothing I was.
Yeah, like you couldn't deal with.
Yeah.
So now, like, were y'all nice? Were y'all
We were good. We were really good.
from the start?
Yeah, we were
Okay.
really good. Like we made it to the championship every year. Like
How did y'all do in the
Was
championship? You lost every year?
we lost every year, but we got there. Hey, like
I'm not
we
gonna
got
lie.
there.
You know, we lost to a Dominican, so you know, it'd be you know what I mean?
We never played Ramapo
Thank God.
because it was like
Once again, I support the East Ramapo
actually
City School
no.
District.
No, we did play them one time. We played them one time my junior year.
Where the
We played
where the
them
Titans?
at Spring Valley High School.
Yeah, because each one was both the Tigers.
Yeah. That's when they had like combined.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we played them at Spring Valley High School.
How was it?
We beat them, but
Was it bad or was it good?
I'm not gonna say if it was good.
We
or
are
bad.
working.
We just asking. Like, we fuck with East
It
Randolph, we
was
just asking
bad.
though.
We are a work in progress.
What's bad though?
50?
I don't remember.
Like 40?
Yo, can somebody look? What year?
Max
Look it
Your
up.
junior year?
Yeah, my junior year.
What is that? 21?
2018, 19.
18, 19?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I said 21.
Search
I'm
it up
tweaking.
and I
Using
will come back
Dominican,
to it.
yeah, anyway. Yeah. Try to look up Albertus versus East Randolph. Women's basketball.
We'll come
But
back
nah.
to it.
So now, all right, boom. Now you're nice. You're playing with nice players. Now it's, let's say you're getting to your junior year. You're getting to your senior year. Now it's time to, potentially pursue a higher level. Right? So now, did you always know you wanted to play college?
Yeah.
So now, what were some of the offers you had coming out of school? What were some of the schools you were potentially looking at? Was there a dream school? Was there,
Okay, so my dream school, but this was like way back when like, I don't know how basketball really was, but like I knew like who was a good team for real.
Yeah.
So like my dream school was dead UConn.
Okay.
UConn, that's
Yeah.
it. Woo.
And I'm like, I dead want to play for Gino. Like, he seems like a cool coach, but like, don't get me wrong, like, he's Gino. Like, he's gonna have his like moments. with you.
Every
But I'm
coach
like,
does.
everybody does. Yeah.
He's a legendary coach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I want to go to that school. Then like, time went on. I'm like, all right. I'm processing like what's going on, what's happening in my life, like where I'm at right now in my basketball career, like how I'm playing, who's looking at me. Let's be realistic here.
Yeah.
This is Rockland, so.
This is Rockland, and I
No, don't say that. Don't say
no,
that.
but like I had a
being
good
a
don't
AU
say that.
team.
No.
Exposure
But like
wise.
It's not about-
AU,
that's not-
it's not about Rockland.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you
not
could
about
also
AU,
have a
it's not
good
about
AU
Rockland.
team and
Yeah.
get seen by other people.
Yeah.
But like the AU team I was on, like I wasn't really getting seen by other people. Like there was a girl on my AU team who was like getting most of the looks for real. So like they wasn't really looking at me. So then the two schools it came down to was Stack and Dominican. And then I visited Stack and I didn't really like their campus for real. Their gym was terrible.
Yo, small as fuck.
Their gym is
Small
terrible.
as fuck. Man.
But the coach, like, she was cool, but I'm like, it's not enough for me. Then I went to Dominican. I practiced there. I took a tour. And after the practice with them, I'm like, this is where I want to come. Like,
Yeah.
the girls was nice.
Yeah.
Everything, like, it just felt right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's when I committed on the spot. Like, I
Oh, wow.
verbally committed. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Question. Going back to your high school days, how often were you on Low HUD then?
a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Any particular things you remember of like reading in Low HUD?
She's an all-state selection. So
Again, you might want to read some comments sometimes about yourself.
Are you that type? Do you like to do you read stuff about what, like do you read
Like
what
back
people say
then, like
about
did you go
I
on
do.
Low HUD and
I
thank
do.
you? Okay.
Yeah. I read
Like, do you
the
Google yourself maybe?
I don't Google myself, but I do like after the game, like I watch what the commentators say. Like,
There's this one guy that always pissed me off, the soccer guy on Low HUD.
Oh, I don't know his name.
I forgot his name too, but he
we ain't even gonna talk about him because he's not
he didn't
irrelevant.
comment on us at all.
He not relevant.
He didn't comment on Rappo at all though.
Fuck him, man. Man.
I listen to what they say, and like the bad stuff, like I take as like, all right, let me see what I could do better, or like, you feel me? Like, yeah, basically.
Okay, so now you end up at Dominican, right? Now this is a huge adjustment. College is always a big adjustment for everybody, but like your situation's a little different, right? So now, first of all, you decide to stay close to home, right? So obviously, I'm sure like when you're in high school, you see everybody kind of go different areas, go far away. Like I'm sure that kind of be in your head. Like, how was, first of all, just did you enjoy being so, at first, did you enjoy being so close to home? Did you kind of want the freedom?
Did you dorm or did you
I
stay at home?
dormed. I dormed.
Okay.
Yeah. In the beginning, I liked it. Like, cause I could go home when I want to go home, have a cooked meal when I wanted to have a cooked meal, see my parents
Important.
when I wanted to see my parents, and like it was calm. Like I really liked it. Now it's like, should I have gone far to get that like separation from my mom, or like I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely like in my mind still to this
Do you
day.
regret not going to like a big time college?
I don't regret it. For like, not for basketball reasons, but like for like
just personal
school reasons. Like a smaller class is better for me. Like I like to have a small class. Like you have that connection with your professor. If it's a smaller class, like if it's a bigger class, they don't really like see you for
deal with you personally. Yeah.
So yeah.
So now when you end up at Dominican, right? So you were playing a lot as a freshman, but you weren't starting a lot, right? So mentally, how's that adjustment to being the star, one of the stars of your high school team, and now you end up at college, and it's kind of like, not that you're not important to the team, but it's a difference. Like you're not necessarily the number one option.
Star now. You're not the number one.
Like, did you understand like the process of like, okay, maybe by junior year it's my team, or was it kind of like you were kind of like, nah, I ain't jacking. Like,
all right. So my freshman year was COVID year, so we only had like 12 games. We started in January. Like our season started in January. That's when our first game was. So it wasn't like, oh my gosh, like I'm not starting. Like it was none of that. Like I knew I had to work for my minutes.
Yeah.
And I knew like there's other people before me that is gonna start or get more playing time than me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really like, I don't like this. Cause like I said, I was a freshman on varsity in high school.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just restarting over. I just gotta work better, like work for my minutes. So I didn't really mind it for real.
But you always like you knew that you was like your time.
I knew my time was gonna come. Yeah.
So now, obviously, win the chip freshman year. It's a COVID year, so a lot of people have different takes.
Oh, it doesn't count. That counts.
It counts.
That first CAC year counts.
It does count. Wait, so if you count, so then the Lakers one counts then too, right?
Nah. But we're not talking about NBA though. We're talking about TACC.
Both of them are championships and they count.
Alright, but no. So now
he's not wrong though.
Thank you. Thank you.
My bad.
So now, going into leaving freshman year, sophomore year. Between freshman and sophomore year, a lot's going on with you personally on the court, everything. Can you talk a little bit about like just what that year was like for you? If like whatever, like what was that year like for you, freshman, sophomore year, with whatever, with everything that was going on and
So after my freshman year, my dad had passed away that summer, like the beginning of the summer. Well, end of the school year, summer, kind of, I guess. So, like, that whole summer is like, do I continue playing basketball?
Okay.
Do I want to keep playing? Because, like I said, I did start from, like, my grandparents, my parents, and my dad was, like, my number one supporter.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to, like, my mom, she was too, but, like, he took me to the gym. We worked out. Like, he did everything. Like, so that summer was like, wow, like, I don't know if I should play. Like, I don't know what to do. So school starting, I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep doing this. Like, I'm only going to I have 3 more years left. I'm going to finish my 3 years and I'm done playing basketball. So the year started, we're working or whatever. And I'm like, all right, like, I'm going to play. Like, I'm going to do this for him. Like, but that year we lost in the first round of playoffs.
I'm just saying.
Lakers what?
I was a fan of the team that year and I wasn't too happy. That's why I was.
Wasn't that the year that you decided to not to go to their games?
Focus on her story.
This guy wants to go travel the world instead of watching them play.
And I remember, like, after that game, like, there's no way, like, we're about to do this again next year. Like, I'm going to do what I have to do during the summer, work whatever I have to do, like, fix my jump shot, work on my right hand, because I'm a lefty, work on my right hand, like, shoot, like, and no, for real, like, lefties really don't get no love.
She's a lefty, but shoots right.
Yeah, I am a lefty.
LeBron.
But it don't matter. Exactly.
Period.
Period.
LeBron James.
And then, like, I remember, like, what he would text me before my games and, like, what he would say to me, like, oh, be patient. Like, everything is good. Like, you'll get it. Everything will come to you. Just keep working on the stuff you need to work on, and you'll be good. So I'm like, all right. Did that all summer. Came back, junior year, right? Yeah, junior year. And we won the CAC. Yeah. I made first team. Yeah, first team, all section, whatever. Yeah.
All conference,
all conference, yeah. first team met, right?
Yeah.
Did that for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. So yeah.
So real quick then, how important would you say like fathers are into
Oh my
their
gosh.
kids and
My dad
obviously-
was horrible. Like
like,
no, like my dad almost made me quit basketball.
okay, so he was that tough on you.
Yeah, like he was tough on me. Like I remember one AAU tournament, we was in DC, and after DC, like we was flying to Florida, I think it was. And after the DC game, we had 2 games that day, and the second game we played like shit. Like we played so bad. And in the hotel room, he was just going at me. He was like, I'm not gonna come here and just watch you play shit basketball. Like, if you want to do that, then I should have stayed at home. He packed his bags and flew back home. He didn't even come to Florida with me. Yeah, so I'm in the room crying my eyes out to my mom. Like, I don't even want to do this no more. Like, he don't even
Your
want
mom
to.
came too, though.
Yeah,
Okay,
both my parents are there. Yeah,
Okay.
He was like, he packed his bags and left the next day. Like, we went to Florida without him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it was bad.
But do you think that, like, in hindsight, right? And, obviously, you know your father, more than anybody. So, do you think in hindsight, like, was he actually that mad, or was he trying to send you a message?
No, he was trying to send me a message, of course. It was just how he was saying it.
It's a message.
Like, and
as a kid, though, you're not
stuff,
thinking that.
Like, what he was saying, for real. Like, I'm still a girl. Like, I know you have 4 sons. Like,
You gotta
but
treat me a little different.
I'm still a girl.
Yeah.
Feel me? So, like, but I knew, like, going into playing basketball, like, I knew he was gonna be like that, and I didn't want him to treat me differently.
Yeah, then your brother.
That's the most important thing.
I didn't want him to do that, but it's like, calm down a little bit. Like, I'm trying my best out there. Like, I'm trying.
When he saw you play, was he looking at you more like a coach or like that's my daughter playing?
Probably both.
Both, yeah.
Both. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, which version do you like better though?
Ooh.
Both were probably tough, but like
Yeah.
one showed more love than the other probably.
I would probably say like the dad version though.
Yo, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. The coach version is
The coach version is terrible.
little
Because like
annoying sometimes.
he could say what he want and like
Yeah.
don't care. But if it's like the dad version, he'll say what he want, he'd be like, all right, like
Yeah.
it's all love, like all that stuff. So yeah.
The
But
coach
I
could hurt
definitely
sometimes.
miss it though, for real. Like
Yeah.
if I could give one thing, like I would take his yelling back for real.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like it actually made me better. So
Mm-hmm.
like
And
in
like,
a time,
and
it was
you know
like
that
all
it
right.
didn't come from like a spot of like he's what's the word?
A bad place.
Yeah, bad
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
It came from,
Like I knew it came from like love
Yeah.
and like
Yeah,
I
I
want
was
you
gonna
to
say a
do
word, but
better.
I just couldn't say the word.
Yeah.
Animosity.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that's not. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but,
just can't get that word out. ESL.
So,
I'm a proud ESL. Dude, what?
Okay.
Second grade. ERCSD once again.
nigga not gonna hide from telling us where he came from. Like,
Nah. I was there for I
Graduate.
think one and a half years. 1.5 years. 1.5. Yes.
that's pretty fast though.
It is.
That
Yeah.
is. No, for real.
Some throughout high school.
Some kind of lifetime
Extension.
Nah. But
Deal. Tenure.
on some real though, on some real. So like, for anybody that's like that has gone through or is going through, something similar, or just like, any sort of loss or any sort of, I'm sure you went through all sorts of emotions during that time, For anybody that's going through that type of moment in their life, like how would you, I don't know, like maybe what were some things that maybe
That helped me.
that helped you, or maybe what would be something you could say to somebody that could,
Definitely like being around loved ones for real. Like my friends, my family. Like, yeah. And like, although I did say like I was gonna quit basketball and everything, like I didn't know what to do.
You just couldn't.
Some
part of you just
and I
couldn't.
knew like if I did, like I would be letting him down for real. So
Yeah.
it's like I stuck with that, like stayed in the gym, did what I had to do for him, like, and then like I would listen to like the stuff he would tell me, and like I was like, all right, like one day I'm laying down, and then I don't know what made me like do this, but like I went on my phone and I'm on my messages. I went to the messages like he sent me, and he's like, the last message from him for my game, it was like, oh, keep shooting, like keep attacking the basket, stay aggressive or whatever, right? So I read it, and then I went to I went to the gym the next day. I'm like, all right, let me work on what he tells me to work on, like my floater, like going right, all that stuff. So yeah, definitely like connect with your loved ones, stay focused, stay on track. Like, but it's okay to cry.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to have your down
Definitely.
days.
And as men too, it's okay to cry.
It's really okay.
Okay, amen. Amen. So now we get to yeah, let's clap that. Let's clap that. Let's clap that. I can't clap too much. Just cut my hand. But so now, like you said, after that transition period for you, you now, I would say become one of the faces of the team, right? By your junior year. No, by your no, not sophomore, junior year.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
When would you say you became the face then?
I feel like my junior year was really like my peak for real. Yeah.
Okay. So
like sophomore year, I was there. Like
yeah,
that's the year. Like watch out next year for real. Like, and then junior year came. I'm like, all right, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like you had some scouting reports behind you, basically.
Yeah.
Teams
Like,
were trying to stop you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now you get to that, right? One, what was that transition like? I'm sure, like, basketball. I mean, from what I hear, basketball is all about film. Basketball is all about, I know with all you girls like Liv, Chid, Chris, all you guys used to be film rats.
Film.
Yeah,
I'm still a film rat.
Yeah.
I watch our chip game like I don't even know how many times a day. I'm not gonna lie.
Which
the other day,
which one? The 2023 one?
Yeah.
Bro, I'll never forget that shit, bro. That shit was so crazy.
Like,
I was in Portugal for that shit.
I'll never forget it.
You remember I FaceTimed you after the game?
Yeah, I'll never forget.
You remember that shit?
Not even the chip
in the
game.
locker room. Remember that?
But listen, not even the chip game. The game
I
before it, the Jefferson game.
Lena hit, bro.
Oh
we
my
gotta add
gosh,
that.
like
Shout
out to Lena for
Yo,
real. You the girl for real.
We gotta add that clip.
Shout out to her.
You guys will see that. You guys will see that clip
craziest
sometime.
step back.
Shout out to Lena.
We'll
She's
send
the
that
reason
clip.
why we won that game.
Y'all will watch that clip.
Like,
Y'all watch that clip.
But nah.
Because I found out that game.
Yeah, you
I
did.
found out.
You did.
I found out.
Coach K too, right? Like Coach K, I mean Chris.
Yeah. Me and Chris found out.
Yeah. That was a crazy season, bro. But now, so
was the we watched it downstairs.
But I fuck with y'all games. Like,
we legit
you heard
that. Like we watched like the last.
Y'all games. Like,
that fourth quarter, like the fourth quarter into
that
overtime.
shit
We
was
rewatched
crazy,
that game.
yo.
It was crazy to be there. Shoot.
But like, so now, like, as you become one of the faces of the team, what were some of the adjustments? Like, one, just like on the court. I'm sure you maybe saw different things. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not I don't want to call myself an expert, but like, like maybe are they trapping you on the pick and roll a little bit more?
Okay.
Are they like, I know my shit.
I know.
Like for us soccer players, it's harder for us to. It's harder for like one person to take over a soccer game.
No,
compared to like a basketball game where you got 5 guys. Soccer games, you have 11.
Yeah. So what were like some of the adjustments you were noticing in like?
So like my junior year.
Yeah. That like when you really started to rise to being like.
I just feel like nobody was really stopping us that year. Like if I wasn't scoring, somebody else was.
Yeah.
Chris was.
Yeah.
Chid was.
So y'all basically had the New York
Lexi.
Knicks.
Taylor.
Y'all had the New York Knicks.
Kayla.
Taylor's your junior year?
No. Kayla. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Kayla
that
was
team
scoring.
good, though. That team was good.
Lena was scoring. On defense, if I'm not stopping the ball, Liv stopping the ball. Like,
yeah.
we had so many options. Like, if one option's not working, the other option is working. So it's like, you couldn't really stop us for real. Even if somebody was getting face guarded, somebody else is going to score. So it's like.
Yeah.
So going back to that championship game, knowing that you fouled out, what was your mindset on the bench then? Were you like mad at yourself? Were you like mad at yourself, or were you like? All right,
I'm about to tell you. I'm gonna walk you through it. So when I got that last foul, I was so pissed because that wasn't a foul. And you know what's crazy? Yeah, I'm about to tell you. The ref after the game came up to me, the one that called the foul, came up to me. It was like, "Oh, what year are you in?" I was like, "Smile, I'm a junior." He was like, "Oh, so you got time?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "That call was a bad call. I shouldn't have called it." I'm like, huh? I'm like, what are you talking about?
And you say why I don't like referees.
Like I'm saying, that's why I don't.
Nah.
In
any sport.
If I'm not mistaken, NBA you can kind of review. You can.
But
review
no.
But
in playoffs, you can review it.
Yeah.
And. Huh?
That's 2 minutes. 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
So I found out, right? I'm walking back to the bench. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like,
I just costed the team something probably.
yeah, basically.
Because it was a dumb foul.
It was. No, it was. No, like it was. I'm not gonna lie, that was a clear charge. I did not touch the girl. To this day, I'm gonna say I did not touch the girl.
Here's the only thing. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about basketball players, right? This is my only thing. The only reason why I say it was dumb, in my opinion, in the moment, I felt like there are certain risks don't take in the moment, especially like knowing how.
I feel like
you are.
I should have been subbed out for defense.
Okay.
So you weren't like a defensive.
No,
player?
It's not
I
that,
lock
but
up.
They had some. They had
Don't
some.
get me
They had
wrong.
some dogs.
But if
just in case.
we have other people on the bench,
Yeah.
like I probably should have been taken out. Maybe I don't know.
Especially being in foul trouble, like
yeah, I'm saying, and the
As a
game was
coach
kind of
too,
close.
You're my star.
but no, that team had
You're a-
options.
no, but you're
that
a
team,
star.
no, that team had options. He could have trusted. Like if, in my opinion, obviously the team is better with her on the court, but I don't think the team was that dependent on her that you guys couldn't win without her.
I'm pretty sure they was taking the ball out though. I can't remember. They took the ball
Yeah, I
out
don't
and then I
remember that.
came. I don't know, but what I was going through on that bench. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's about to happen. Like this is crazy. So we have the ball, and this is where Lena's shot comes in at. So Lena does a step back. I jump up because I already knew that shit was automatic. Like I've been playing with Lena since the 4th grade. Like I've played against Lena, with Lena, my whole entire life. Like ever since I started playing basketball.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's barbecue chicken. Like
Yeah.
she shot that shit and went in. I ran on the court. Like I ran on the court. There's still time left. Time is running. Nobody called a timeout yet. I ran on the court. Like that could have got a tech for real.
Oh.
But I think I don't know if we called the timeout or if they called the timeout.
I think they. No, you guys had to get a stop after.
Yeah, they called the timeout.
No,
it didn't. No. We went into overtime. We went into overtime that game.
Overtime,
yeah.
the OT.
We went into overtime.
Wait, so the whole time overtime you were on the bench then?
Yes.
Wait, I'm bugging.
No, you're not. That's right.
Lena's shot was to force overtime.
Yes.
Not
yes.
to win it.
Yes. OT happened. We knew we was winning.
OT
Yeah.
happened, they cooked them.
Yeah.
Like we don't lose in overtime.
Yeah.
We do not lose in overtime.
There was one girl the other team had. I was questioning why she was on the court.
I don't remember.
No, there was.
But yeah, once her shot went, I'm like, all right,
though.
it's good. Like we good. We're gonna
Can't say that, we
win.
might have
So
them as
yeah.
guests one day.
What the fuck? Yeah. You from Dominican first. Come on now.
Period.
What is a Jefferson? What's a post?
Mercy.
And you know what's
But Mercy
crazy?
not in our shit.
We played them at their home too.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the tournament was. Yeah. All right. So okay, now win that. Win that chip.
Mm-hmm. Please stop. Don't violate. Do not violate.
Where do I start?
Wait, what was the atmosphere like actually winning that chip?
Whew. I'm not like there was a lot of emotions going on. Like there was still like 1 minute left in the game, like the chip game. And we're in the timeout, right? So I'm already getting like emotional because like we're up. Like we know we're gonna win. There's only a minute left. And we're up. And I'm standing there, I'm like I'm trying to hold back my tears. And Chid over here talking about T, you good? I'm like, leave me alone. I'm like, leave me alone. She asked me if I was crying. I'm like, leave me alone, bro.
You see the
Like,
tears coming out. You ask me if I'm crying.
of
you mean?
course.
Two questions you don't ask.
You see the tears coming down her face. Asking her, yeah, she crying.
No, it was post. It was, yes, the chip game. Yes, the chip game. We was in a timeout, 1 minute left. I'm about to start crying. She gonna ask me, are you crying? Like, yes, I'm crying. We just won the damn chip, of course. So
What's
we're
the celebrations
playing.
like after?
All right, so we're playing. The time runs out, and Liv, our captain, was like, T, like before the game, no matter what, if we're up, give me the ball. If we have the ball, give me the ball at the end of the game. So I'm like, all right, bet. I had the ball in my hands. It was like 5 seconds left. I'm like, where's Liv? Where's Liv? Gave her the ball. Time ran out. She threw that ball in the air. Everybody's like running. I'm just standing there like this. Like, we just won the chip, bro. Like,
It's over.
Yeah.
Like, we just won.
People, let me say this too. I don't think this is where like the whole small school perspective comes into play. Like when people hear conference championship, you know, I think a lot of people at a national scale are used to hearing like, oh, this team won a natty, a national championship. But like it's hard to win a conference championship, like especially and ball. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like people don't understand. Like I don't want people to undermine like the magnitude of winning a conference chip. Like you kind of like you don't necessarily win a national, but like bruh, you got to face these teams twice. Yeah.
Twice, and it's hard to beat a team twice.
Bruh, like so much shit could happen, you know? Like so much shit could happen, like injuries, you know, foul trouble, like it's one game.
And that year though, the post game was our championship game. That year we played them 3 times. Damn. 3 times. And I'm not gonna lie, they had some hoopers. Like they had some street had hoopers. Guard, like what?
I don't know her name.
It was really hard like defending them for real because they was all shifty and you didn't know what they was gonna do next. And it was like 3 of them that was shifty, 3 out of the starting 5. So it's like, damn, like, how we about to lock this up? But it's like, we knew, like, we got some defenders too, though. So it's like, yeah. So, yeah, you good.
No, you good.
So now, when y'all win that chip, right, would you say that was the pinnacle of your basketball career so far? Like, would you say like that was, in terms of a moment that meant the most to you, or like your favorite moment?
Yeah.
Is that
like
top of the list?
Like freshman year you didn't get to play as much, but then junior year is like that.
Yeah,
that's your championship now. So like, how did that feel compared to the first one?
Okay, so after we won, right, everybody like ran to their parents. I actually went to go sit down on a bench. No, not the bench. I sat on the floor in front of the bench. I'm like, wow, like
it's over.
I did it. Like I had to have like my own moment, like by myself, like because like I said, like I did it for my dad. Like I worked this hard to like do this shit for my dad. Like so I had to have my own moment, sucked it in or whatever. And then I went to my mom because we played in Philly. So like, you know, our family is not from Philly. So that's like a drive. My mom came, my brothers came. After the game, like I hugged my brothers, of course, my mom, of course. But it's like that moment felt a lot to me for my dad. Like it was really hard too though. Because like I knew he was there in like spirit or whatever, but like he wasn't physically there. So it's like damn, like
but it's just different too, because especially like you were more like a part of it. I mean, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, you know, any
was he there for the first one?
No.
COVID and shit.
COVID year,
okay.
So
because no fans was there. He was watching though.
He was okay.
But like
yeah. So now let's get to the nitty gritty. T Millie. You know, as much as we love Dominican, at times
some chose not to stay.
At times, you know, like our mind goes wandering. You know. Can you take us a little bit into you? I don't know if you want to take a sip. I don't know if you want to.
Matter of fact, I might.
And tell me if my timeline is wrong. Let me ask you this first. At any point, did you consider leaving Dominican?
Yeah.
When?
Twice.
What are the 2 times?
The first time after my freshman year.
Okay, that's like, with the father situation.
Oh, you were mad about
sophomore.
Not the
no,
minutes?
this was before my dad.
It's not the minutes.
But it's the same summer.
It was no. After our last game, I was like, I do not want to come back here.
So you wanted to still play basketball, just leave Dominican?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Minutes wise or like why?
Huh?
Minutes wise?
What was the reason behind that?
Yeah, pretty much. Cause our last game for my freshman year, right? Like I said, like I was getting decent amount of playing time. Yeah. Feel me? So the last game, we went into double overtime. That's what? 40 plus another 10, 50 minutes. So about 50 minutes. Out of that 50 minutes, I only played 6. Only 6 minutes. So I was like, do they really need me for real? Like, what am I to this team? Like, what do I bring here? Like, I don't know what I bring.
But during that time, though, how many seniors were there, though?
How many seniors?
If you remember.
Ooh. There was Peanut, Karina, I think she was a senior. Was La a senior?
I think La was a senior year.
So.
Sophomore?
Was Nabia a senior?
You played with La, right? Yeah, so she was a senior. Yeah, okay, yeah.
There was about like 4, maybe 5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
5? So that gives you time to.
But that don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing because they could
At
easily
the
bring
time,
in
at the
players.
time,
They could
okay.
whatever. Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel you.
So like that was the first time I thought about like leaving. Like
Okay.
after the game, I texted my dad. I was like, I don't want to come back here.
We out.
we have to look for other schools. Like I don't want to do
When
this
your
no more.
PT to be it.
Yeah, yeah.
So like you just won the chip too, so it's like maybe playing time might be
That
my
was
next
after we went to after the CAC was there, the semifinals or whatever.
What?
After that, it's
the
nationals
tournament?
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost in the first round.
Yeah. Probably in regionals.
Yeah, regionals.
Yeah.
There we go, regionals. So we
Okay.
lost in regionals. That was the first game, and then I texted my parents. I was like, I don't know if I could do this anymore. Like, I don't know what I bring to the table here. Like, I don't know if they need me. Like, I don't know. I don't know my role here,
That
basically.
was sophomore year?
That
was sophomore year or that was
freshman year.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was recruited as a guard, like a point guard. But like throughout like the season, it was changing. I was a point guard, then I was a 2 guard, and I wasn't really good as a 2 guard. Like if you know me, like from high school, like I was a straight point guard. Like I was never a scorer. I
Give her the
never
ball.
scored.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't my thing. Like I'd like to pass the ball. I like to get my teammates involved, like all that stuff. And then the offensive coach got into my head. He's like, oh, like, but I need you to score. Like, I want you to do this. I want you to do that. But when he told me before I committed, oh, I want you to be a point guard. Like, you dish the ball, da-da-da. So it was like, it was confusing. So I didn't really know, like, what I was supposed to do there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the
And the second time was what?
The second time.
Let's get to the second time, yeah.
The second time I was about to leave.
Before she speaks, we love you, Dominican. We love
We
you,
do.
Dominican.
We sure do. And we're going to win this year again.
Yeah, we're going to win
DU or
again.
DC?
I need a shirt this year, though.
So, the
Chid.
second time.
Tanasha.
I give you gear. Don't do that.
You right.
Don't
Chid.
do that. No, we didn't get nothing.
Yo,
this
they
year.
got winter jackets, bruh. Winter jackets.
Okay, you don't play no. Your sport
Not
don't
for
play no
real.
winter.
Steve, we're outside, though.
You don't play no winter.
Steve.
Oh, but that
Steve.
is
True.
that is
Steve.
No. I get that point.
True.
I get
By
that point.
November?
Y'all get heated gyms, man.
By November?
Playing outside at under 32-degree weather, man, is crazy.
They're inside. Like, there's like
Yeah.
not a point. Like, bro, if you don't have your own winter jacket,
Nah,
that's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you.
Come
The
on,
team should
bro.
not need to provide that.
Come on, bro. Logo,
But
everything.
it's a winter sport.
Meanwhile, only the,
You guys playing indoor or winter
So?
sport?
let me say this too. Only the basketball teams get it.
Yeah.
And like, I ain't trying to call nobody out, but I'm
They
confused.
do, but it's like long windbreaker jackets. Yeah.
Y'all shit is legit. Like, y'all shit is
We got
legit.
like actual winter coats.
Nike.
Wait,
Like, Steve,
time
a
out.
Nike.
Wait,
yeah, bro,
time
imagine
out.
a Nike winter jacket. Like,
Time out.
that's
Time out.
over $100.
She
Like,
just said windbreaker.
no, somebody else. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Another
Like
team.
Oh,
the
on this
girls
one.
soccer
Okay, I'm about
team
to
and
say,
like
okay.
softball
Y'all
team.
got it on you or no?
Nah, it's
Nah.
at school.
Okay, it's at school. Yeah.
It's nice though. We got a new one this year. Yeah. It's gray. It's really fire.
Free gear coming out too.
You laughing like shit's funny. You laughing like shit's funny.
Nah, but
Yeah, but so the second time,
yeah, was
Talk to me
last
about-
year actually.
my
Senior year.
So after your senior year.
After my senior year.
So this
yes.
is the year of 2024.
yeah.
You still got one more year left because
Yeah,
COVID.
because of COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
So going into my senior year, I didn't play half of the semester
Mm-hmm.
due to like personal issues.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came back, we wasn't really the best of team, like what was our record? Like maybe like 4-7, 4-7, I think. Yeah, we wasn't winning any games. Like we was losing almost every game.
So this is you guys went from a championship. To
Went from a
4-7?
championship to yes.
Whew.
And it's like, when
Sound
you
like y'all
start a
had,
new
like,
season.
The GM in
So
that-
2023,
in that
2024, they were 12-16 overall, 8-8 in the conference.
league.
After the year before
We ain't had to do
being
that.
the year before, they were 21-11.
Sounds like GM Palenka to me.
Yeah. So I came back in December and I had a meeting with one of my coaches and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I'm going to play the second semester because I want my full year of eligibility.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have 2 more years after last year. So yeah. And he's talking to me. He was like, well, like, what do you want to do? Da, da, da. Like, how is this going to work? I'm like, well, I don't know if I should play. Because 1, I don't know if I want to play for real. And 2, like.
So to be clear, are you saying you don't want to play basketball anymore? Or you saying you don't
no,
want to play
I just didn't want to play there.
Okay.
Because I knew if I was going to transfer, I would still have 2 years left instead of 1.
Yeah.
So yeah. And he kind of like stirred me in like staying for real. And it's like, just because our record is whatever it is, like, we need you basically. Like, I want you to stay. He was saying like he wants me to stay, like, for himself, like, defense wise, offense wise, like, it's gonna get better.
Just make the team better.
Yeah, because that year we had 9 freshmen.
Okay. Wow.
9 freshmen come in.
So rebuilding team.
And you know, like, there was good freshmen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, each and every one of them was really good at what they did in their own spot. But it's like having 9 girls come in and play with girls they never played with. It's kind of hard to like have that connection. And like, we don't know how they play and they don't know how we play. So it's like, and the coaches, y'all don't know how to coach them for real.
Right.
You
gotta
know.
Learn.
No, I'm saying like y'all don't know their personalities.
Oh, that's
like,
what y'all mean.
It's different personalities every day. Yeah.
I interpreted something. I interpreted something
Yeah,
else.
sorry.
Exactly. It's not that the coach
I fuck with Nina though. I fuck with Nina though.
Nah,
the coach of the year though.
It might take like a year for the coach to really understand the.
He trying stuff over here.
He's just trying to get the gear. Don't mind.
So it was different. So I was debating on if I should play that year or like keep my 2 years of eligibility and go somewhere else. I ended up staying and I ended up playing, but after that I was like, I'm gonna just take my 1 year and go somewhere else.
Oh, so then 3 times that.
Hold on. Let me backtrack. Hold on. So to be clear, did you ever enter the portal, the transfer portal?
No.
Okay.
I was going to.
And then the conversation happened.
After the season, I was going to enter. Like the next day, I was going to enter.
Okay.
So,
hold on.
But we lost first round in the playoff by 2 points at Chestnut Hill. After the game, me and Chid was the first ones back in the locker room. Like, nobody was in the locker room after the game. We like, I think I sprinted to the locker room, not gonna lie. I took my jersey off, threw it. I'm just sitting there like, there's no way I go out like this. Like, there's no way we just lose first round. Like, first round is crazy. Like, no, yeah. I looked at Chid, I'm like, we running it back.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's no way we just lose like this.
Yeah.
Like, by 2 points.
Yeah.
2 points.
Y'all had the game, too.
We had the game.
Yeah.
And we lost
they
by
dead
2
ass had the
points.
game. I was there, bro. Me and Chris texting each other that game like, are you watching this shit? Are you watching this?
No, like, that it was really
I ain't
crazy.
gonna say no names about nobody, but I was a little confused, you know?
I think I remember watching that.
I ain't gonna say no names. It
was a little crazy.
You know, I fuck with everybody, but like sometimes it's a little crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes the coaching staff is not really coaching.
Let's stir the pot.
Like,
let's stir the pot, Nick. Who was on the court that was not supposed to be on the court?
Nah. It's not even.
We're not doing this, man. We're not doing
that. We're not doing that.
I guess
Please.
we'll save that for the Patreon.
She still plays there, man.
Yeah.
She still plays there, man. Come on now.
All jokes aside, though, like the team's nice. The team's
No,
nice.
yeah. Our team is good.
We just, you know, we just joking.
But I looked at Chid. We in the locker room. I'm like, there's no way we go out like this. And she's like, I agree. I said, we're gonna have to spit it back. So on the bus, I called my mom because my mom already knew like the plan. Like, I'm gonna play this last year and we're gonna go somewhere else. Like, she was already looking at like other schools for me.
The agent was
like,
the agent was at work.
She was already doing her job or whatever, doing what she gotta do. And I called her. I FaceTimed her while I'm on the bus. I'm taking my braids out because it was either me taking my braids out or me punching the window because we lost.
I think you chose the right decision.
I chose the right decision. So I'm on the phone with her. I'm like, Mom, like, there's no way. She was like, I know. I'm like, I gotta come back. She said, I know.
Damn.
And so, yeah.
She already knew. Okay.
She already knew.
So when you were thinking about leaving though, did you like, was it more of a thing of like, okay, like, you know, Dominicans D2, solid D2 level, though, very good D2 level. But was it more like I want to take it to a higher level? Did you want to go D1? Did you want to go maybe
not gonna
state, or was
lie.
it kind of like whatever the
Like,
best option?
I'm
came?
tired of being home in a way.
I'm not gonna lie, like, it wasn't really about basketball for real.
Okay.
It was about like school and my education, like where I'm gonna get the best education at, like for my master's, my whatever I'm like studying, and like
Your
how their
network.
program is for like communications and sports management. Like it was about that.
Yeah.
It wasn't really about basketball for real.
Yeah.
But like I was, yes, looking at their basketball program, but it was more about like education wise.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Listen, that made you stay then. Go ahead.
When you stayed though, like when you decided, after that phone call with your mom, right? We staying. We running it back. Is it like immediately a shift? Like we on board? Like we 100% with it? Or was it still kind of like
the
am
next
I
day,
really fucking with this?
Nah,
Like, am I
like-
really
like,
messing with this?
the
Or
next
like,
day, did you wake up regretting that you said that to your mom, or you realized?
I'm not gonna lie, the next day I woke up, I was still like on board, like I'm staying, like I'm not going nowhere. And me and Chid had a meeting with our coaches, like if we're staying, like this is what's gonna happen, like we're gonna change certain stuff up, like stuff gotta give for us.
care to elaborate?
It's just something had to give for us to stay for real.
Yeah.
And our first few like practices when we got back for my master's year, like this year right now, we didn't even touch a basketball. Like we did not touch a basketball.
So like good coaching to
All
me.
preseason we didn't touch a ball.
Yeah.
A whole month we didn't touch a ball.
We played tag
We
at
was-
one point for soccer, so
We was on the track. We was running from
The new Dominican track.
yeah. We was
Yeah.
on the track. We was in the field working.
Oh,
We
nah.
was running hills.
Oh no.
And you know from Hennessy
Yeah.
Hennessy Center, if y'all don't know, that's where we play at.
Yeah. Shout out to you. Know what I mean?
From Hennessy Center to Geo's. We had to run from the Hennessy Center to Geo's
And
back. And that's how in 5 minutes.
as
In
a
like
coach,
5
I
minutes.
support you guys. That's a workout.
That's a workout. Like
I wouldn't have done it, but that's a workout.
Meanwhile, the nigga don't even know what Geos is, so he don't even know
At
the
all.
you don't even know how far that is.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
Geos. I know
Okay,
Geos.
so I
I'm
know the
saying.
light.
So no,
You don't
listen.
know Geos, Steve.
No, I know the
Stop,
light.
Steve, you don't know
Not
what
I don't
even
know
Geo's,
but I know
Nick.
the
You
light.
don't know what
I know the
Geos
light.
is.
I know the light.
But you know which light we talking about though?
No, no.
We had to run past Geo's to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
light and back.
Wow, that's fine.
Yes.
That's fine though. Like, but that's a change though.
But like
That's
that's
a
a
change, like,
change. No,
whether you like
yeah,
it or
that's
not,
the
like-
change we was talking about.
Yeah, ask for a
Insanity.
change.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing
And-
over and over again and getting different results.
And we had to pass it. If we didn't pass it, we wasn't getting our uniforms.
Oh.
We wasn't getting no gear.
the 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
we
like
had
that
to run
coach.
the mile. Seven. It was like 7 for guards and then 7:30 for bigs. So
Wow.
it's 30 seconds. That's
Only
not
30
even
seconds between a
like.
guard and a big. So what a forward get? Wait, where they
That's
put
a
the forward?
big.
The forwards are big. They consider.
Yes. So 7:30 mile for them and a 7-minute mile for us.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Lena again. If it wasn't for Lena, I was not passing those tests for real. I stayed with Lena the whole time you ran, bro. Like,
Yeah.
with her, like you literally have to pick like a running partner and stay with them, or you're not passing.
Yo, that's crazy.
The good
you say
ones
that.
though. The
Yo,
good ones.
Yeah, the
I
good
have-
ones. I'm
When I was at
saying.
Dominican, right? So we used to do 6 a.m.s in the gym, right? So, but this was when I was a commuter. So I was a commuter freshman, sophomore year, and then junior year had COVID and shit. So I dormed spring junior year. So I think it was sophomore year. I think we had a 6 a.m. I came late, so the coach made us run. We used to. Y'all know in the gym, right? Y'all come. Okay, you know in the hallway, right? Let's say you know where your bench is.
Yeah,
you know where
yeah.
the away bench is.
Yeah.
So we start on the away bench. You run through those doors, right? On the away bench. Then you run up the stairs. You know what I'm saying? You go straight. You run upstairs, run around it, run down, run through the hallway, keep
Oh,
going,
nah.
right? Keep going. You see what I'm saying? Like you see the route I'm
No.
saying.
That's
though, right?
fitness coaches.
So
I
now,
like
right?
that.
The coach said, I think it was, I don't know, 2 miles and 12 minutes, some shit like that.
Colin?
Colin, yeah.
Coach Colin, shout out.
Shout out my guy, man. Shout out my guy, man.
Where is he now?
He's
on, bro.
coaching.
You don't know.
He coaching. He coaching,
Y'all
bro.
so messy.
This nigga crazy, bro. What's up with you?
Ask questions.
Messy.
So me always, I don't know how you were with like your fitness and stuff. For me, I was always that player that like I was never the
You
best,
don't
I was
gotta-
never the worst.
Yeah,
I was in the middle.
Okay, that's not me.
But he said everybody, like I have to lead the team. So I'm running with the number one person on the team. Yeah, bro, I almost collapsed and I still got it done.
So this
How
is-
that- yeah, bro.
I'm
This
saying
is
like
Crampy Nick.
Yeah,
Crampy
after,
Aaron,
a little after, I really
Oh,
had
after.
the name. Like,
I'm saying
yeah.
running with a partner really helps.
But
you.
that ass helps.
And I'm not gonna lie, like they told us before our season ended, like last year, like that whole summer, we better work out. Like we better work out, and I have not worked out that whole summer.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not touch. I didn't touch a basketball. I didn't run because I was working the whole summer. So it's like I could have made time,
Yeah.
but I
But she was getting the bag.
But
The
I
job
had
is-
to make
it's a
money.
tiring
Like
job.
I
I'm not
live,
gonna lie.
I like to live a nice lifestyle. Like
She
I
got
buy my
some-
own stuff.
Miss
So
outside
for
herself.
me, I was working.
Miss
Then we
outside
came
her
back, and that first day I was gassed, but I was still getting my time.
Getting it done. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No matter how gassed I am or whatever, like I'm gonna make my time.
Okay, so a little bit of some quick hitters. Right? Quick hitters, yeah.
I mean,
So, what was? I don't know. You might want to take. I mean,
You take
all right, Tanasha.
tea and crumpets.
What was your best Dominican team?
Ooh, my cat gear.
You
I'm
think
not
so?
gonna lie. Yes, for sure.
Okay, which one was your favorite though?
No, hold on.
Would
No,
I
no.
say your
Before
favorite?
you get to
Okay,
that,
wait.
okay,
Time
okay.
out. My sophomore year.
What's the
That was
best?
probably like
That's what I think too.
with Taylor and Jade. Yeah.
But you didn't play with
skill
them.
wise.
You did.
Skill wise.
You did, yeah.
Skills wise.
Yeah. Okay.
Skill wise.
That's what I
that was
think.
the
Low
best
key,
team.
like in terms of talent.
Yeah.
Talent. I think that was your best team,
Because nobody was stopping Taylor for real.
bro.
Like nobody was stopping her.
And like, yeah.
And
y'all had
I'll
a
put
team.
that on like 1-on-1. I'm picking Taylor every time.
But y'all had Tay, y'all had La,
We had
Lexi.
Jade. Like our bench was deep. You had Navi.
Yeah.
Like, you had some ball players for real.
And that's the thing with sports that leaves these type of like questions, debates, because it's like technically, honestly, like I think we all agree, like that's probably in your time the most talented team.
No, yeah,
But
yeah.
they didn't even win. You know? But like that's what leaves the debate because like a team that was
that's what
less
I'm
talented
saying. That's why I
won.
said cat gear because
Yeah.
why-
cat gear, I feel like we were some dogs, yeah. Like we were some
I feel
dogs, cat gear.
I
Like,
feel like that's also
Yeah.
but you know what the thing is? The difference from that year and the year before that is our cat gear. We all came in that year, not even off the loss from that year. Like next year we're winning. Like we all knew we was winning, and then we had transfer Lena come in, and I told her like, Lena, you coming? Like we getting this championship. Like, are you ready?
Yeah. She came from Nyack, right?
Yeah, she came from Nyack. She transferred from
I
Nyack.
feel like also that's what makes sports I think so amazing at times though. It's like the teams that you expect to be the best teams out there sometimes
are like, yeah.
end up
Yeah.
not being the ones that win. Like the Raptors. We didn't think the Raptors were gonna win 2019.
Yeah.
There's no chance in the hell that we thought the Raptors were gonna win 2019. But they came out
Mm.
and won.
They didn't expect us to win that
Oh,
year.
shit.
Which year?
Yeah,
The
they
soft-
didn't think we was gonna
the
win.
Wait,
10
they said that
games.
to y'all
The
when?
best
They said that to y'all at the
Cat
beginning of
gear.
the season or?
after the season. We
Oh.
was in like our little meeting or whatever, and it was like, oh, we didn't expect y'all to win 10 games this year. Who says that?
Yeah.
We was like, huh?
Nah, that's crazy though. A team like
That's
that
crazy.
to say they're not gonna win 10
That's
games.
crazy. Yeah.
That team was good. That team
Even
was
this
good.
year,
so
a little doubt.
Okay, so then
And what are we?
You already
10
have
and
10,
3?
right? You already
We
have
10 and
10,
3 right
yeah.
now. Yeah.
So in the following year you guys won the chip.
Four,
then.
yeah.
Did you guys think
I
that
seen the record. I seen the record
10 and
earlier.
3.
Yeah, I 10 and 4. I seen the record earlier.
We 10 and 4.
Did
Yeah.
you guys, so then the following you guys had different, almost like a different team. Did you guys think you guys were gonna win the chip then that year or no?
The year we won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys knew for
I told
sure,
you, yeah.
100%.
The year we lost, that's when we had like the best team, but we didn't win. That year we lost. The next day we was like sitting down at a table or whatever. We was like, we dead winning next year. Like
Were you guys the best team in the conference though? Would you guys
that
say?
year we lost or the year we won?
The year you guys won.
Yeah.
But what happened? What went left the year you guys lost?
All right, let me tell you.
Oh.
So first round, I think it was first round playoffs. Yeah, it was first round, right? First round playoffs. We get to U Sciences. That's when we played Sciences.
I said last year, I think.
That was their last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
That's
won
Philly,
too.
no? Philly?
That's how you go out, man.
Philly, I think, no? You Sciences was
Yeah,
Philly, right?
yeah. So we get to like the arena or whatever, and it's like nobody wanted to play for real.
Yo, y'all lost by 18. Okay.
Yeah, like
You don't have to bring the
nobody
stats
came to
up.
play.
You did have to bring the stats up.
But
Nah,
nobody
we
came
got
to play. And our best player,
18 is
Taylor,
crazy.
she had dislocated her shoulder that game. In the middle of the game.
Oh,
and I'm coming off of an ankle injury. That's my first game back.
Yo, not one player scored even in double digits for Dominican.
And I think I was the highest scorer, right?
You were, 9.
Yeah.
Dang.
Tay shot 4-15.
I came from an
Don't have
ankle
to bring
injury.
the stats up.
Taylor
No, we love
dislocated
Tay
her
on
shoulder.
time out podcast. We just saying the stats. Tay's a legend
what?
at Dominican.
Jade had an ankle injury too that year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She injured
And
it at
she
home,
was
I
like,
think.
yeah.
That shit was,
And she was like the glue
She was.
to our team.
She was like the
defensive
energizer.
wise,
Yeah. Rebounds.
yeah.
She
So
did,
it's like
I love players like that. She was like, she didn't care about scoring.
she
Like the
didn't.
Draymond Green side.
Yeah.
But it's like
hustling.
when like a couple of people have that mindset, like, oh, like we're not gonna win. We're not gonna win.
Mhm.
We're not gonna win at all.
So you guys
And if you're just there to just be there and then like, okay, I don't care to win. Like I don't want to win. Like I want to go home. Like we're not gonna win. So it's like,
so like, did you feel like more players went into that game thinking that?
yeah,
Then
that's why we didn't win for real. And they also like they outworked us. They outplayed us.
did it?
Were they good though?
They were good, but I feel like we were better. We were better. Just that day and like
They were better.
they were better. Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to say this to the basketball players. Do you like the idea of like in the conference, in national tournament, whatever? Do you like the whole one game you win, or do you like a series more?
Ooh.
Because like,
I feel like we was just talking about this too.
cause dead ass like, like if y'all, I don't have it in
'Cause,
front.
like, we
I don't
would
have the
have more
standings in front of me.
games,
But like y'all were like one of the best teams in the conference all year, and like
You
everybody's
just lose
entitled
that
to a bad
first
day.
game. Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And it's like now
Yeah.
because of one bad day, that's it. Or
I
do
feel
you
like
like
best
a
of
series?
3 is calm.
I hear that, but I feel like you need to know, like, this is playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
I feel like that one game.
click
that
in.
one
This
game is
is
good.
playoffs.
Like,
Yeah.
That one game sets you.
So you like
apart.
the one game?
I think it puts a little fire on
It do.
Yeah.
It
yeah,
do put
yeah.
a little fire.
Because I mean, to be fair, like that's what separates the men from the boys, the women from the girls. You know?
Cause our CAC year, our first game at home, we finally got a home game, y'all. Like, I feel like this was like our first home game in like, what's it called? Playoffs.
Yeah.
We played Chestnut Hill. We came swinging that game, like swinging. Like we really was just playing. Like that's the team that wanted to win for real, and that's
Yeah.
the team that we won that year. Like that's the team that wanted to get to the championship and just wanted to win. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like every game we just gotta come like that.
Yeah.
Like nobody's beating us, especially at home.
Yeah.
Like we're not losing at home.
Yeah.
Like we take losing at home personal. Like I know me, the last home game we lost, after the game, I was crying to my mom like we just lost, bro. Like we literally just lost at home to
Yeah.
a team we could have just beat, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like
I
it
think,
really gets me mad.
Like the worst thing I think is like seeing a team celebrate on your home court. See a team-
Felician. Remember they beat us home? They was
Like-
in the locker room screaming like they just won the championship.
Like you wanna go out there and like beat them up, but you can't do that because you gotta be class and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, nah.
I
Someone
hate
beating you
losing
at
at
home.
home.
I think one of the most disrespectful moments that could have been legendary. No, okay. Remember that game that we went to Manhattanville versus what team was that?
Damn. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like, we went to the soccer championship game. Our boy was playing there. Like it was his home game, and they lost that game like 3-2. The other team's fan section came out onto the field and started playing. What song was that? Who I Smoke?
Yo.
Was it Who I Smoke?
Yeah, I think so.
They started playing Who I Smoke on that team's logo.
I'm not gonna lie.
Everything.
Respectfully,
It's like
I'm
kicking
the speaker. I'm kicking the speaker.
But like
we gonna have to fight on that one.
But like you just lost those. Like you.
Nah. At that point, it's not about sports.
Yeah.
It's not even about sports at that point. That's kind of crazy.
It's not about sports.
That was a crazy moment though. But then they came back and won 2 straight championships after that.
Damn.
So that was,
You know, it's crazy. As I say, it's not about sports. I want to say that. Like, even with shit like this, like, oh, I'm about to take a different turn. Oh, you thinking I'm about to? You think I'm about to? I mean, nah. Fuck all the, you know what I mean? Fuck, you know what I mean? All the rivals, all the, you know, fuck all them. But I'm talking about like sports. Like, it's so important. Like, some of like your bestest friends you meet on sport. You meet in sports.
No, for real.
Or like even like I feel like people don't even think about it like this, but like it's not the equivalent of real life shit, but it's real. Like you go through like, let's just say you and Chid are like best of friends, you know? But like part of the reason why you're best of friends, or like Liv or like Chris or any of them, part of the reasons why is because like you guys experienced bad and good together.
No, tight.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I feel like people are used to
bullshit.
like just like the life of it. You know, people are used to like, okay, that's my best friend.
But
that's
like,
my close
you
friend
know
because
what's crazy about
of
that
life.
though?
Yeah.
So going into college, right? My godfather was like, "You're gonna meet like your best friends in college. Like you're gonna meet your real friends in college." And I'm like, I got my real friends now. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I got my friends, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, since I met Chid, Liv, Chris, like, they held it down since day one. Like, never switched, never did no crazy shit to me. Always been behind my back. Like, was there for me when my dad died. Like, feel me? Like, they always got me, and like they know, like I got them. Like, it's 10 toes behind them whenever, whoever.
I think that's also like the best part of college though. It's the relationships that you make and like the friendships that you make.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Those tend to last longer than most.
I always say like one of the biggest things, one of my most favorite parts about the college experience, which is like how I even like not how, but like part of like how I have the relationship I have with Tanasha or like Chid or any of them.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like it's a random like Tuesday.
Yeah.
And everybody just like
what we doing?
Everybody just chilling, like what we doing,
That's
like everybody's
what we
together,
doing.
everybody, you know what I mean? Like it's college, you know what I mean? We can't be saying it
Like,
on a camera,
thing
but
is-
like it's like
The thing is, listen, but this is the right thing.
Chill out.
Like,
but like nah, like but that's part of it. Like it's not college is like you meet people, like it's not about a plan. It's not like, oh, let's go, I don't know, ice skating. It's like
it's like
you upstairs, like what we doing?
for real.
You know, like and that's real though. Like you experience some real like
I recommend leaving home to go somewhere else, but you have to have the right mindset. And I guess the right kind of support behind you, because you could go crazy in college.
You
and
can,
lose.
and it's really, really easy to go crazy and fall behind. Like, trust me, it is.
Yeah.
No, big time. It's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I don't want to like argue, but I don't necessarily agree with what you said. Just because, like, I just think everybody's situation is different. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you necessarily have to go away.
I'm just saying, like, in an act, like
It's good.
I'm
I think
just
at
saying,
some
like,
point you got to be an
going to
adult.
school,
Yeah,
in
like,
general.
it builds that character, and
No,
it
it
gives
does.
you some time to see who you are without your parents being in your life.
Yeah.
I agree, but
And I'm not gonna lie, the
okay.
first year without my parents, oh
It
Lord,
was crazy, right?
it what? And
That
you know
sense
what's
of
crazy
freedom.
about it though? Like, yes, the freedom, but I always like applaud my dad for this. Like, he gave me the freedom when I was home though. Like, it was either like, oh, Dad, can I do this? Ask your mother.
Okay.
Like, I don't care. Ask your mother. I'm like, all right. So I
Mom
gotta
says
like,
no, it's like that.
if my
All
mom
right.
says no, it's all right, whatever. But if she says yes, it's like, all right, bet. Like, I have freedom. Like, but when I got to school, it's like, damn, this is a different type of freedom. Like, I'm
The
on my
ability to
own.
ask.
I gotta wake up by myself. Like, I gotta wake myself up to go to class. Like, I gotta do this for basketball or whatever. But like, I gotta get my own groceries now. I gotta ask my parents for money.
yeah.
And it's like, you see yourself like as an adult now, because you don't have mommy and daddy there holding your hand. For real.
But like without like the other bills with being an adult.
Yeah. For me, it's like, it's different.
It's different.
It's definitely
It's
a good
very
experience.
different.
If you're fortunate enough to have that experience, definitely go out.
Nah,
and get it.
yeah.
But
But make sure you still have your support system.
Yeah, of
there.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
Make sure you gotta do what you gotta do too.
And like meeting your friends and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's
college is by far, I think, the best place to network.
The best.
Yeah. I think so too. Last 2 or 3. Who would you say is your biggest influence on you? Who has had the biggest influence on you? And why?
My older brother.
You got 4. Which one?
The oldest one. The oldest one. The oldest one. Yeah, sorry. The oldest,
I took it as
oldest
the
one.
oldest one.
Yeah.
But I guess.
Come on, Steve.
No, I get. I just took it as the oldest one.
I would say because like he's been in my shoes and he actually went to RCC for 2 years, right?
Great start.
And that's why
Radical
like
Part
my
2?
parents are so like big on like private school and because what they know now they wish they would have known back then.
Yeah.
And like how hard my parents have worked on me with like me and my brother. Like I see my older brother like, all right, like I'm getting older now. I have kids. I'm taking care of my kids. I'm doing this. Like he was the one I looked up to in basketball for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like my brothers are good, but like they're not as good as him. So like I'm like I want to be better than him. Like I got to do what he's doing, but better. He's looking after his two daughters. Like I got to look after my nieces better than he looks after his daughters.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
to me, like they're my nieces. They're my
competition.
nieces on paper, but like they're my younger sisters,
Yeah,
bro. Because like
yeah.
I'm kind of close to them.
Yeah.
And they like mean the world to me.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm looking up to him. Like he's doing whatever, but I want to do better than him.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. Another one. What would you say is a low point in your life/career, and how did you get through it?
There's 2.
Okay.
When my dad passed, and when I wasn't playing the first year.
Okay.
Last year.
Elaborate.
So when my dad passed, I didn't know what I want to do in life. Like I was going through it. Like it was just hard to like even wake up.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even want to get out of bed some
Yeah.
days. Like, but like I knew like he wouldn't want me to be down. Like he would want me to keep continuing life without him. Like he has taught me so many things. Like just keep going or whatever. Keep doing what you have to do to be better, and like keep being great in life. So like that's what I kind of stuck by. But it was also hard to do that because he wasn't there to tell me that. So it was like that's when I like fell back behind in life or whatever, and then I couldn't play basketball for that first semester of school. So it's like then I don't have basketball to relate to, like to help me out with or whatever, like therapy. Basketball is like therapy to me.
Yeah.
I can't even play games. I have to watch other people play. I have to watch somebody be in my spot and be better than me in that spot. Like I have to just watch it. Like, but it also made me better because I could see what I could do differently with what they're doing. Like, but it was also hard because I'm not playing.
Yeah.
And then I have to focus on other things to get me to be better. Like, it was just really hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we completely end, start the show, we mentioned the likes of the Diane Taurasi's, the Maya Moores, the Candace Parkers, the Brianna Stewart. Where do you see the women's basketball game in general just heading?
Greatness to greatness.
What future do you, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like we're so big on NBA right now, but like WNBA is coming. Feel me? Like we have Andrew Reese, Caitlin Clark. Like they're face of WNBA right now. Juju's about to come. Yeah. Paige Becker's like everybody's paying more attention to like WNBA right now and like women's basketball. So it's like it's gonna be bigger than men's basketball. I think. Give it like 2 more years.
Hopefully it happens one day.
The way the ratings are going.
Everybody entitled
Hopefully
to
it
their own
happens one day.
opinion. Everybody entitled to their own
Nah,
opinion.
like,
The way it's
if,
looking right
if that
now,
does happen, though, it's a big
women
ups
on
sport.
top. Period.
Yeah, now if it happens, it's a big ups sport.
This is basically the last one. I just want to say, through everything that you've talked about, everything you've gone through, I just want you to elaborate on a little bit of like the impact of your mom on you and your, everything you've gone through. And like, I go to the games. Y'all know your mom a little bit. So like, she's, I don't want to say front. She's not front row because she sits in the middle.
She sits in her spot.
Yeah, she sits in her spot.
Every
but like,
game.
when you think of the idea of front row, that's what she's always there.
I'm not gonna lie, my mom is my number 1 fan. Like, She's my number one fan. And she'll do anything for me. Like, there's some times where, like, I got to work for my own stuff. Yeah. Because, like, she knows, like, if I don't, then who will? Like, if she's not going to be there, like, I have to do it myself. Yeah. I feel like that's what what she's teaching me right now. Yeah. So I just know, like, I mean the world to her. Yeah. I'm her youngest child. Like, I'm her baby girl for real. I know you be hearing that at the games. Go, baby girl. Yeah. Like, she need to stop that. But I just know, like, she's my number one fan, and she just wants me to be great.
Yeah. Shout out to mama.
Shout out to moms.
And you do have one more year of eligibility, or this is it?
This is my last year.
Oh, okay. So we're going to win a chip this year.
We're going to win a chip
We're going to win a chip this year. And last but not least.
You said that like last
What is a guest? Who is a guest? Who is a guest that you would love to see on Time Out Podcast that you could help us get?
Why you
it don't have to be that person. It could be someone else.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
Who is a guest?
That's a good question.
That I could help you get?
Yeah, it's a great question.
Yeah, that you would want to see.
That I would want to see.
I think we know the answer, but
yo, let her talk, bro.
Okay, my bad.
I'm gonna say Dylan Harper.
All right,
that's my man.
Okay.
He's cool or whatever.
Shout out to Dylan Hart. Shout out Buckers.
He got a triple double the other day.
Yeah, I peeped the buzzer beater too.
Yeah.
Your mom was there for that, right?
The buzzer beater?
The buzzer beater thing.
Yeah,
that was the day you posted.
My mom go to that boy's game. Like, she'll forget about me and go to his games. Like, that's her son for real.
Shout out Dylan Harper. Shout out Buckers. Maybe we're gonna lock it in real soon, man. But nah, of course, as always, T Millie, Tanasha. We appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you for
your time.
Me.
Again, let's clap it up for Tanasha. Yeah.
Thank you.
And like always, but of course, we appreciate you. Your family always. Whatever you need. Thank you for coming on, and we'll be in soon for sure.
Me. Oh, and Happy New Year's, guys.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's.
And like always, thank you guys for watching us tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Know that.